Hi, and welcome to Ellie 5.0. This is a major upgrade from a technological perspective to us, but it also includes many quality of life changes, especially on the Conceptual Modeling Canvas. Today we'll have a look at what are the biggest changes and how does this affect your Ellie experience. The first thing to notice is that we have no longer the separate edit and view states that we used to have. Rather, the canvas can be edited if you have edit access to it, and that's it. You'll also see that the sidebar on the right hand side has changed. We've added the model information here, the model name, ID and description. You'll have the editing history, relationship types and entity types all listed handily here on the sidebar menu. You'll also see that the search or create field has changed. Now that we type in an entity name, we are using product type. Immediately as we click it or we press enter, we get the entity on the canvas directly. And then you can edit your model as you do. Deleting entities is also simpler now. You just delete it from the canvas and you're immediately asked if you want to delete from the glossary because it doesn't belong to any other models. The list on the sidebar of the entities that you used to have in the canvas no longer exists. So the addition and deletion of entities is much simpler now. Another major thing on the Conceptual Modeling Canvas is the export functionality. We've now brought you the export options directly to the canvas itself, so you can export entities, attributes and relationships as CSV files and the whole diagram as a PDF file from the canvas itself. These are the exact same files that you used to have in the reports functionality. The reports functionality has now been removed as these functionalities are more easily available here. You'll also see that the zoom in functions are changed. You can zoom in with mouse scroll. You can use the fit to view option here to, fit the model to your view. And you can also use the buttons as you like. In the logical models, we have some more quality of life changes. On the logical modeling canvas, you can now create recursive relationships, that is, relationships between an entity and itself. We've also changed the way how the elbows and relationships and the entities themselves behave on the canvas, leading to a much improved modeling experience. You'll notice that the export functionalities here also now include PDF export, so you can get the entire diagram of the logical model also out as a PDF. Other than that, all these basic functionalities of zooming in and moving things around are now very much unified between the conceptual and logical modeling canvases. On the glossary list view, you'll see that we've simplified the UI a little bit. You'll find that we have attributes and models now available here as simple toggles. So you'll see the attribute lists on the entity cards by turning on the show attributes toggle, and likewise for models you'll see how these entities belong to different models if you toggle that on. Another major change in Ellie 5.0 is the way you use Excel files to import and export the glossary contents. You'll see here 3 different options for inserting, updating and deleting glossary, and these functionalities have been redone from the beginning. The entire workflow is now more secure, error handling is much more improved, and because of that we've been able to make this now available to all right users, whereas in previous versions this was only available for admins. As I mentioned, we have removed the reports functionality because now you can export the contents of conceptual models directly from the canvas, so you'll see that the main dashboard has changed a little. You might also notice that we've currently removed the Sandbox functionality from Ellie. The Sandbox used to be a place where you could create draft models that were not visible to anyone. We will be replacing this functionality with a proper draft model statuses later on, but currently the Sandbox itself is no longer available as such. These are the major changes in Ellie 5.0. In addition, there are a bunch of smaller bug fixes and UI improvements here and there. Altogether, this will make it a lot easier and faster for us to develop and deliver new features and new functionalities to you in the longer run. Ellie 5.0 brings a lot of under the hood changes as well as these quality of life improvements. So if you have any questions, concerns, or you don't entirely understand what the changes might mean for you particularly, please do not hesitate to reach out to support@ellie.ai. We're happy to help. Thank you and have fun with Ellie 5.0.